Iron Man will return in Avengers Doomsday. The idea that Iron Man could return in Avengers Doomsday is not exciting because of armor, technology, or action. It's unsettling because Iron Man did not just die, he finished his story. And when a character ends perfectly, bringing them back is not about spectacle, it's about consequences. Iron Man's sacrifice was not just a heroic moment, it's because a moral landmark for the entire universe. A line that said, "Some victories demand everything." So, the real question is not how Iron Man returns, it's this: what does his return undo? Avengers Doomsday is built around inevitability, collapse, timeless running out of options, worlds approaching points of no return. And in that kind of story, Iron Man represents something dangerous, a solution humanity already paid for once. Tony Stark was never the strongest Avenger. He was the one willing to make the final call, the one who believed that intelligence plus responsibility could outpace destiny. But destiny won, or so we thought. Personally, I think Iron Man's return should not feel triumphant. It should feel wrong at first. Because if Tony Stark comes back, it means the universe is desperate enough to disturb a completed sacrifice. That's not hope, that's panic. Here's the uncomfortable what if at the heart of this idea. What if the universe does not bring Iron Man back because it wants saving, but because it has run out of people willing to pay the price? Iron Man has always been about accountability from the very beginning. His story was not "how do I win?" It was "what happens after I do?" Every intention created a problem. Every solution created a consequence. And Avengers Doomsday is a story about consequences catching up all at once. If Tony Stark returns, he does not come back as a savior. He comes back as a standard, a reminder of what real sacrifice looks like. That's dangerous for the other heroes. Because how do you fight alongside someone who already gave everything and is now being asked to give even more? Another powerful angle here is the idea of symbols versus people. Iron Man stopped being just Tony Stark. The moment he snapped his fingers, he became a symbol of finality. Bringing him back risked turning that symbol into a tool. And Tony Stark has always hated being used. There's also the emotional weight of time. The world moved on. People grieved. Legacies were built in his absence. A return does not restore what we lost. It disrupts it. Relationships don't reset. Pain does not rewind. And guilt does not disappear. If Tony returns, he returns to a world that learned how to survive without him, and now does not know whether it should have. That tension is where the story becomes powerful. Iron Man's presence in Avengers Doomsday should feel like a mirror held up to the Avengers themselves. Have they grown, or have they simplified been avoiding the kind of choice Tony made? Because Iron Man did not win by being right. He won by being willing. Willing to end his own future so others could have one. Another unsettling what if emerges. What if Tony Stark returns and realizes the universe did not learn the lesson? That sacrifice became mythology, not behavior. That heroes will still hesitate, still compromise, and still hope someone else will take the fall. In that sense, Iron Man Return is not about fighting villains, it's about confronting complacency. Avengers Doomsday is the kind of story where technology is not enough, strength is not enough, and even magic is not enough. What's required is final responsibility. And no one embodies that more than Tony Stark. But here's the most dangerous idea of all. What if Iron Man's returns is not permanent? What if the universe borrows him, not to save everything, but to remind everyone what saving somebody or something truly cost? That makes his presence tragic, not heroic, because Tony Stark returning means the universe is once again asking the same man to clean up the same kind of mess. And that's not justice, it's dependency. Iron Man's story has always warned us about this. Relying on one genius, one suit, one last miracle. Eventually, the bill comes due. If Avengers Doomsday handles it right, Iron Man does not overshadow the story, he haunts it. Every decision feels heavier because someone in the room has already paid the ultimate price once. And that leads to the most important question of all. If Iron Man can return, should he? Or does bringing him back prove that the universe never truly understood his sacrifice in the first place? Because sometimes honoring a hero means letting their ending stand, and sometimes breaking that rule is the clearest sign that the end really is coming. Avengers Doomsday does not need Iron Man to win. It needs Iron Man to remind everyone what winning actually cost. Thanks for watching this video. If you like the explanation, please subscribe the channel and like the video and share it with your friends.